Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Amendola now. Jet sweep. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Six yards left on second down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Conner. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4th down. Here's Wilson. The kick here is complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Conner. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. makes it 7-zip Vegas.
6 to score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB. What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's at the 50. 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. From the left side, it's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Vegas.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
They run with Connor. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Completes it right side to Cooper. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
The 13-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the run is Connor. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
9-yard line.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great lead, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit outside. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Buccaneers.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
makes the score.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Connor, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
4-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw again, Wilson. And he finds Danny Amendola. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 49.
A gain of 43 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Foster. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
An extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Too great, and he goes down once more. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
24-yard line.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
17.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Conner. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 21. Buccaneers 17.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he'll be taken down at the 34. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This call down near the goal line. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to try and go deep again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be called one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play.
And that's where it pays to throw to one of the tallest receivers in the game, because you know he can out-jump virtually anyone in the NFL. And don't think for a second his quarterback doesn't understand that. He can put the ball in places that only he would have.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, it's Connor. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 16. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations with the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Buccaneers.
Offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a